Hey everyone, and welcome back to Save File Reactions. Oh boy, I'm rusty. I haven't done this in a while, and that's mostly because for a while I got a new job that destroyed my sleep schedule and destroyed my social life and my will to live. And I got out of that pretty quickly, but it took me a little bit to get back on track, and here I am. I'm going to be doing a couple of videos. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it every day because that gets kind of exhausting, but maybe every other day-ish. I don't know. But I enjoy doing it, but I also don't want it to become like a chore. It's not like I'm making money from this. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But that's where I'm at right now. So I'm back, and I'm going to do a couple videos today and upload them throughout the week. Still going to do Nightwish. I had actually had some people ask where I went, which was kind of nice. A little bit of a motivator to come back, even though I took a short break there due to personal reasons. But here I am. So today, I don't know if Tegan and Sara have released their new album yet, but I know that they've released a couple of tracks, and this new one I've heard twice, and I really like it. So this is not so much a reaction as it is a review. The distinction being that reaction is me reacting to something I haven't heard before. I'm going to turn on this light. Yeah. A reaction is me listening to something that I have not listened to before, so it's just like a, full-blown, hey, wow, this is the first time hearing this, these are my first thoughts, whereas a review is, I've heard this before and I just want to talk about it and how much I like it. So this is a review, and I'm going to be reviewing Don't Believe the Things They Tell You, They Lie by Tegan and Sara. So here we go. Also, this was a request. So not this song in particular, but the artist. So I figured I would just do this song because it's new-ish and I really like it. Go. It's also a lyric video, so that's nice for you.
The things I've almost told you, all the things I've thought about you. It takes all my strength to face you, to hold still. And when you give me your attention, things get lost in translation. Again, tell you I don't love you at all, but I do love you. I don't wanna be a liar, but I do it every day. I don't wanna be so tired, but I can't sleep anyway. Don't believe the things they tell you, they lie.
So you can tell right in the beginning, that was the first minute of the song, it's definitely a slow burn of a song, and it's also very simplistic. Right at that minute mark, it feels like it's been building up to that moment, so you're expecting some sort of drop, whether it's like a beat or the song becomes heavier or louder or just more to it. It's almost like a false tease, because that's where they kind of get you. They got me the first time I heard it, and even this time I was like, this is where it kicks in. But it's not, really. You hear that low bass hit, but it doesn't turn into anything. It's just, it leaves you waiting for more. It makes you want to keep listening to the song in general, because you're still waiting for that big release, that big climax, which hopefully is still to come.
Don't believe the things they tell you, no.
Then a brief foray into a more optimistic, major sounding part there.
My mother told me was that everyone would love me, but in the dark I feel so lonely. I'm numb.
A very simple beat there.
She said it was so much conviction, but I feel like something's missing. Again, oh, I don't love me at all. I don't love me. I don't wanna be a liar, but I do it every day. I don't wanna be so tired, but I can't sleep anyway.
hear this again. It's just a very well constructed song. In all thoughts of in almost all forms about it, it's very simple. The focus is definitely on the lyrics and the vocal melody because for the first nearly 2 minutes of the song, there's not much else going on beyond that. There's like the ambiance in the background. It's very light and it doesn't really grab your attention because the vocals are what are at the forefront, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's what they want you to focus on. And then when it finally kicks in, whatever you want to call that, I call it a drop, but that's probably not like the most accurate term. It just becomes so much more intense. But even with that, the vocals are still very much at the forefront. There's, it even says a short guitar solo in there. And I'm torn on wondering whether that guitar solo should be longer or perhaps more complex, but I don't think that's something that Tegan and Sara really get into that much. My only other real complaint about the song, and it's not even a complaint, is that I think this song would actually benefit from being longer. Or, extending those last bits with the instrumentation could benefit it. But, when your only complaint about a song is that you think it could be longer, that, it's not really a complaint. It's more of a compliment saying, hey, this song's really good and I wish I could hear more of it. But then all you have to do is go back and listen to more of it. So yeah, it's a really good song. And I like that, it's a darker direction, and I'm a pretty big fan of Tegan and Sara, not like a gigantic fan. I like a lot of their work. Closer, of course, is one of my favorite songs by them, but I also really enjoy Walking with a Ghost and a couple of other tracks that I can't really think of right now, but I am interested in hearing the entire album. Again, I'm not sure if it's out yet, but if it is, I'll definitely listen to it, and if it's not, I will listen to it when it comes out. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this song, on this band, on this video, etc. Do all the YouTube things like comment and subscribe. Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you would be so inclined, in terms of housekeeping for me, please check out the podcast my friends and I do called The Roll Less Taken. It is a tabletop RPG actual play podcast where we are playing games that are not D&D, pretty much. Our first campaign is called Vagabonds, and we are using Weave. That is our system of choice for our first campaign. It is by the Monocle Society. We are using the Solar Age setting, which means we are in space and doing all sorts of space-type things. So, if you would check that out, I'd really appreciate it, and so would my friends. Again, it is called The Roll Less Taken, and you can find us wherever you can find podcasts. Roll is spelled R-O-L-E, so you can find us on Spotify, Google, Stitcher, iTunes, Apple, basically anywhere you can find podcasts, we should be there. We have social medias. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at The Roll Less Taken, and on Twitter at Roll Less Taken. Again, roll spelled R-O-L-E. That's all I have for this video. If you were one of the few people that were wondering where I went, I appreciate you. Thank you. Everything's fine. I still want to do these videos. I was just having a really rough time of it. I'm going to slow it down on these a little bit. But, yeah. That's it. So, as always, when I sign off on these videos, I humbly request that you all just be kind to one another, damn it, because the world really needs more of that right now. And I hope that you have a pleasant morning, night, evening, day. I got that all out of order. Just have a good one until I see you next time. Bye-bye.